So in this session we will be discussing string buffer class, java.lang.string buffer. A string buffer is just like a string, but it can be modified. So it's a class, a thread safe, mutable sequence of characters. It contains some particular sequence of characters, but the length and content of the sequence can be changed through certain method calls, and they are safe for use by multiple threads. Every string buffer has a capacity. The capacity indicates the size of the char array being used to store the string. The length, as usual, indicates the length of the string stored within the char array. The string buffer class provides various constructors. So look at the length and capacity. So look at our first example. We are creating a string using string buffer class with no characters in it. The length is 0. So an initial capacity of 16 characters. Look at example 2. buf2 is equal to new string buffer of 10. So here we are creating a string with no characters in it and an initial capacity of 10 characters. Look at example 3. buf3 is equal to new string buffer within double quotations hello. So you are creating a string using string buffer class. The initial capacity in these type of things, the initial capacity is the length of the string plus 16. So we have two methods, length and capacity, to access the length and capacity of the string buffer class. And we have another method called ensure capacity to ensure a minimum capacity of the string buffer. Look at the example s dot ensure capacity within brackets 30. Similarly, the length of the string can be set using the method setLength. If the specified length is less than the current length of the string, then the string is truncated. If the specified length is greater than the current string length, then null characters are added to the end of the string. So we have methods just like your string class, caret, getChars, which perform the same as string methods only, and it also provides few other methods, additional methods like setCaret to set a character at a specified location. We have reverse, we have append, which is not there in string class, because in string class the string cannot be modified. Once you create any string using string buffer, we can modify it. So append, the methods like append are additional in string buffer class. So we use a plus for concatenation. Look at the example, string s is equal to bc within double quotations plus 22. So we can create a string using string buffer. Look at that clearly. BC within double quotations dot append 22.to string. Just go through the things clearly. So we have replace method, we have insert, append, and etc. for modifying the buffer. To get a string object from string buffer object, you just invoke toString, and we have various methods like getChars, which is analogous to string.getChars. The buffer of a string buffer object grows automatically as the characters are added, but it will be efficient to specify the size of the buffer. So we have methods like capacity, ensure capacity. So look at the example, append and insert. So you are inserting SUBIR. Look at 3. Check the output once. Look at the demo program. So we have created a string S, and P is equal to S dot length and Q is equal to S dot capacity. You just add 16 plus length. So in this example we have insert, various sorts of insert we have. Insert 5 comma FOR within double quotations, insert 0 comma 5, insert 3 comma true, and insert 5 comma 41.35D. And you are inserting a character array at offset position. Check the output. this is a demonstration program for delete and delete char at a specific position. S dot delete 0, 5. 0, 5 means from first index. You are deleting specified number of characters. So ensure capacity is used to increase the capacity of a string buffer object. The new capacity will be set either the value we specify or twice the current capacity plus 2, whichever is larger. So look at the program, str.capacity, and you are applying ensure capacity, str.ensure capacity within brackets 18. So we have str.capacity before using ensure capacity and after using ensure capacity. So look at the output, ensure capacity before is 16, so that is your default, and we made it 18, so now the output is 34. String tokenizer class in Java allows you to break a string into tokens. It is a simple way to break a string. It does not provide the facility to differentiate numbers, quoted string identifiers, etc. like your stream tokenizer class. So we have various constructors in string tokenizer. The tokens are separated from one another by delimiters. Basic delimiters are white space characters such as blank, tab, new line and carriage return. Even they may include commas for various types of files. It allows the string to be tokenized, to be specified, as well as the delimiters, and whether the delimiters are to be also returned as tokens. The default delimiters always /n, /t, /r, such as blank, tab, new line and carriage return. The number of tokens in a string can be determined by calling count tokens method. We can use it in while loop. We have hash more tokens and next token methods. Look at the while loop clearly. So using the delimiter only, you can determine whether the next token is a new field or a new record. So look at the demo program. Look at import statement, import java.util.string tokenizer. Look at line number 6 and line number 7. Loop st.hash more tokens. System.out.println line number 9. st.next token. So here the string is divided into various parts based on space. It always verifies you have more tokens, yes, true, then it takes the next token and prints it. Look at another example. I didn't use any loop here. It's a simple program. Look at line number 5. What is string? The string is the delimiter used in the string is comma. And line number 8, st.next token, and within double quotations comma. So we always start with my here. If you use loop, then automatically you get the next tokens also. That's what we discussed in the previous program. In this example, we specified the delimiter and we didn't use any loop here. Look at the program. We have various constructors used in this. Look at the first string st1. Just observe the things clearly. String tokenizer st1 is equal to new string tokenizer. Look at the string, comma and spaces within double quotations. Look at example 2. And in example 3, st3. Look at how many parameters are there. Within double quotations we have string, comma, within double quotations we have colon, comma, and we have true also. Third parameter, true. In the third example we have a flag, comma, true. If the flag is false, the delimiter characters serve to separate tokens. If the flag is true, the delimiter characters are considered to be tokens. That is a base difference. While practicing, you just put false instead of true and check the output clearly. So we have one more function, set char at. You can set a specific character at a certain index. Look at line number 8 and 10 and 13 clearly. So line number 8 we used sb.caret of 1. And line number 10 we are setting the character as x, and after changing the character at a specific index, and again in line number 13 we are checking sb.caret or index 1. We'll see the output clearly. So look at it. The base string is ABC and character at index 1 is B, as index starts with 0, and new string is AXC because we change the character at index 1 as X, so B is replaced by X now. So after using set caret, again in line number 13 we tried sb.caret of 1, we get X. And in this example it throws an exception once you provide any index greater than the length of the sequence. Look at line number 5. The base string is ABC within double quotations. So look at line number 8, sb.set caret 3 comma x. The index 3 is invalid as we have only 3 characters in the string sb, 0, 1, 2. So in these type of cases an exception will be raised. As we discussed in earlier sessions also, string index out of bounds exception will be raised.